Darkness. Dead parents. Sadly, it looks like we're not going to be hearing that in Arkham Knight. I usually don't do these type of videos where I just talk about one quick subject and then I'm out of here, because almost every other YouTuber, every other website related to either movies or video games talks about this. So I'm just like, okay, I'll just let them talk about it. Maybe I'll tweet about it with my own opinion. But this one is actually significant enough that I actually have some opinions. I actually have some very diverse opinions, and I want to get them out of the way real fast. So an awful lot of pop culture news went up on a Tuesday. I'm sorry I had to do it because it is Tuesday. And an awful lot of them pertain to not only movies but also video games. I mean, we got a new Avengers Age of Ultron poster, which looks just like the last poster, and it looks a little bit crammed. There's an awful lot of people on that poster. We also got the release date of GTA 5, not only on the PC, but also the online heists are finally coming. I really hope it's not too late, but heists are finally coming next month. And we also got a Power Rangers gritty fan-made film that I'm really eager to watch. I haven't checked it out yet, but I'm really eager to check it out. But out of all the big news that were unveiled on Tuesday, today, the biggest one that I just felt like I needed to talk about is Batman Arkham Knight will be rated M for mature when it gets released. And I'm like, holy wow. This is actually kind of groundbreaking. Because if you guys don't know, the previous Arkham games, including Arkham Origins, were all rated teen. Sure, there was a level of darkness to them and greediness, but they were rated teen because they kept it kind of tame because they know it's Batman. Here, it's rated M. It's rated M, a mature rated Batman game. I mean, just think about that. I mean, I think that outside of the comics, because I know that the comics can take a very dark turn at times, sometimes even a graphic turn, at like, you know, Death in the Family and all those kind of story arcs that have some rather gory material in them. This is probably the first piece of Batman-related property outside of the comics that is very mature rated, whether it be a video game or a movie or even as far as TV show, considering now with Gotham. This is, I think, the first mature rated thing that is coming out that is related to Batman. And that is fascinating. Now, I do have a couple of opinions on this, because in an interview, I can't remember who said this, but it's one of the developers of the game. They stated that they didn't go for gratuitous violence or swearing, meaning just because it's M-rated, you're not going to hear fuck, shit, piece of fucking left and right. And you're not going to see people getting their arms or heads chopped off, or gratuitous blood spraying all over the place whenever they get shot. So, with that in mind, I have a feeling that the reason that this game is rated M is because of its tone and its atmosphere. It kind of reminds me an awful lot of when Blue Valentine was released, a movie called Blue Valentine with Ryan Gosling and Michelle Williams. And when it was initially released, it was rated NC-17. And an awful lot of people were upset because before it was originally rated by the MPAA, it was shown at festivals like Sundance or Cannes, or I think it was Cannes. And people were kind of upset because they had seen the movie and they were like, why the hell is this NC-17? It is not NC-17. At the most, it's rated R. Because even though it does have some sex scenes that are worthy of an R rating, there was nothing particularly graphic about it. There wasn't a penis all over the place. There wasn't a humongous vagina. In fact, from what I hear, the movie Nymphomaniac, or the two parts of Nymphomaniac, are way more graphic than whatever we had in Blue Valentine. And I have personally seen the movie, and I can definitely see why people were upset that it was NC-17, because there was hardly anything in it to be worthy of an NC-17 rating. And so therefore the MPAA came forward saying the reason why it's NC-17 is because of the emotional toll it had on us as viewers, because it's very realistic, and then it deals with problems, marriage problems, and arguments that felt very real, and therefore it makes the context of the sex scenes even feel more real and dark and thematic, and that's why it got the NC-17 rating. And an awful lot of people were like, yeah, who fucking cares? Okay, that's your opinion. That's the reaction that you had. That doesn't mean that it needs to be NC-17. So therefore, after a while, they did turn it. They changed the rating to an R rating appropriately. Now, I don't see that happening with Batman, considering that it's a video game. It's a different form of medium, so I don't really see it changing from M to teen on appeal like the MPA does. But I think that's where the M rating comes from, because of how dark and sinister the story can get mainly because of the emotional effect it can possibly have on the player, and not so much the actual content of the game. Meaning, you're not going to see that much violence or that much blood or that much swearing or even any kind of sexual material, but it's mainly going to be of how dark and intense the story can get. And one of the more commendable things that they said is that they are not going to water down the game. Just because they got an M rating doesn't mean that they're going to take some stuff out to tone it down to teen, because they have that much integrity and pride in the story that they want to tell. And so they're just going to release it as rated M. And to be honest, I don't think that's going to hurt their profit whatsoever. I mean, Arkham Knight and Rocksteady are big enough names that this game is going to sell, even to people that can't even play it. They're going to have their parents or their relatives or their big brothers or sisters buy it for them, and they're going to be just as happy. So those are my overall opinions on Batman Arkham Knight being rated M. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that this is a very pivotal and bold move on Rocksteady's part? And I'll see you guys next time, and holy shit, I just cannot wait for this game. And I've already pre-ordered it, and I'm looking forward to playing it even more now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.